Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please share, 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 share. I want to take us. I've been listening to something since that my ear just full. I say I need to bring it to us. Honestly, let me just wait for like 3 minutes and let's see those that will join us so that we'll go and connect now and listen to the stories I'm hearing. I'm telling you.
You don't say to mama, you don't read.
Wafi bona toge Biafra rokobore amako kari amano uramu. Wafi bona toge Biafra rokobore kari amano uramu. Wafi bona toge Biafra rokobore amako kari amano uramu. Wafi bona toge Biafra rokobore kari amano uramu. Imanariga dinta jarabia ngane buge boya. We manariga dinta jarabia ngane buge boya. Ogano chore aso coach betena bagati tin.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me.
Ogano chore aso coach betena bagati tin.
All right, I don't want to waste further time. I gradually, you guys, people will be coming in and then they will join because this is a long video, and it is still going live right now. I just saw the title of Chebe Paul, and it was calling names and actually reading some memo, the in-house planning or what they are still doing in their so-called IPOB Nigeria, and how they are planning to expel Mazinam Kanu. Of course, Mazinam Kanu has since expelled these people. But the reason why the thing is still shocking to me is that there are still some people that still claim that DOS is wise. They are still following these criminal people that were completely, expelled. People that lost their legitimacy in everything called Biafra. Our Prime Minister Masa Monekba already gave them vote of no confidence, and they lost their place in what we are doing. But yeah, they kept struggling. So what you are going to be hearing now is from the sources, what is actually happening with this bunch of criminals. You won't believe the heart of these devilish, bare-hearted, hardened people. You understand what I mean? So without wasting further time, because it's a long one, I'm going to put it on a speed play so that it will be able to cover up at least 1 hour 30 minutes. So if I put it on times 2, it will be 70 minutes. So I'm going to reduce it a little bit so that it will go a little bit faster. So let's listen to Achebe Paul, how he exposed these people. And this is a live program. It is still going on live right now. But I have to pick it up from the beginning. So you're all welcome. Why it is important for us to know this is that these people, they want the same outcome of Finland to play out in the zoo, and they know very well that the outcome in Finland, it is something that will be overturned. It will be overturned in no distant time. But if it is in the zoo, you can't overturn it. So they are planning with every effort in them. Ifeanyi Ejiofor that is still working with DOS, Chike Edozieha, Chinasa Nwasatan, they are planning everything to hand Nigeria over, the decision, to make decision on Mazinam Kanu. And now, why are they doing that? because they know that it is the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, that Simon Ekpa has been fighting for. So they started by celebrating. Nigeria was not even celebrating as much as these DOS criminals. They were celebrating the outcome of the verdict yesterday. They were the much people that were celebrating it. Why are they doing it? Because they want to convince the zoo that they should do the same thing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they have failed already, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gone even far ahead of them. They don't know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have petitioned the zoo everywhere in the world. Everywhere. And as Simon Ekpa's case will be overturned, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is also coming out. It will be a shock to all these criminals, both the criminals on our own side and these criminals DOS that claim to be on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's side. So let us quickly listen to this young man as he does this exposition. Believe me, it is dumbfounded. Some things you will not agree with, some things I really agree with. But the reason why I'm playing this thing is because of the exposition there, that he's making of these criminals. Very deep, 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 deep. So let's go there. Join me.
Details. Hurry now, don't rush. I only want her time to listen. You can move, but I don't naturally get you will stay and listen, okay? Because I am here, Kaibiana. Ibiana 18 to watch your number. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Only no watching Ketata MAP is Yokubuno 1. And ENG Makia we're watching Ketata concerning the revelation, the secret revealed by one of the by one of the DOS coordinator in Brazil, also the DOS media warrior, in the person of a Lion Man. All these things are fake names. Now, a lot of people are Fugopano the write-up, and a lot of people in and for the Ghana Lion Man attack. A Lion Man, when you are not this, you are not that. Before Gawa, they are near watching Ketata, come Mbutu, can you know? Connect the door to the fire to hear Lion Man. Now, for those of you who are attacking Lion Man and praising DOS, Anima Fotagodun as in the home, number 1. Now, IPOB was established by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who happened to be the supreme leader of this very great movement, and who have been leading in the forefront, who has never one day disembarked or slack or have any discourage or have any thought of abandoning Biafra at any point. He has sacrificed a lot. He has suffered unimaginable horrors from Nigerian army, Nigerian DSS, Nigerian police, and even from the Nigerian citizen also. And this very young man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have endured. And because of this very Biafra struggle, because of the attack the Nigerian army unleashed on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's compound, the trauma led to the death of his parents that made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu an orphan today. And as I am speaking to you right now, for the past 5 good years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in DSS dungeon for good 5 years. And yet, he have not given up to the Biafra struggle. He continued to fight for the restoration of Biafra, for the freedom of me and you. Now, all these things is what this man is facing. In other words, he is leading from the front. Now, all of a sudden, somebody and some set of inconsequential dingos who was opportuned to be in the positions of IPOB, which they are not merited in the first place, they now started ganging up against such an individual. Now, what you saw that Lion Man wrote there, I want you to let us take a look back of the activities of the so-called DOS members. Now, IPOB is an organization who is one movement, who's supposed to have one structure, one publicity secretary, and one media and one spokesperson, if I'm not mistaken. Now, for those of you who don't know what is going on, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Emapowafu is the IPOB publicity and media and publicity secretary, at the same time holding the position of IPOB spokesperson. In other words, anything that has to do with press release or press statement or anything about IPOB, to talk about IPOB, has to pass through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please, if you are commenting, I don't see comment section. I don't know why it is like that. So, but I don't give a no send. Now, ask yourself, on what ground did the DOS, the members of DOS, create their own DOS press secretary? That question, have you asked yourself, why did the DOS abandon a powerful who happened to be the press secretary, abandon a powerful who happened to be the spokesperson, and they create their own, and they tag it DOS press secretary or press release? At that point, if you are smart and intelligent, you will know that these people have deviated from the IPOB. They have created their own struggle, their own movement, but they are just using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Likewise, every other group that use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to grow, whenever they want to grow, they will use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a brand. Now, when you ask yourself this question, why do they create DOS this thing? At that point, you will start seeing where Lion Man Lion is coming from. Now, let that one be apart. Now, let us bring it. IPOB has an IPOB headquarters in Germany. Ask yourself, why did the so-called members of the US went to Germany where IPOB headquarters is, and they rent another hall and target IPOB headquarters, making IPOB a one movement organization to have a two headquarters in one country? Does that make sense? That is the time you should know that there is something fishy. Now, if any person don't tell you that what Lion Man says is, although I'll come to that, let me finish with this preamble. Now, let that one be apart. Ask yourself, why is it that all the coordinators that was appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, all of them have been removed, and they reappointed other people who don't have the interests of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at heart? Every coordinator that was single-handedly appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself has been removed by these so-called DOS members. Ask yourself why. When you ask yourself this thing, you connect the dots. Now, having said that, I want you to underline this thing again. Why is it that all the orders that come from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or every order that came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no single one was obeyed? No single one was carried out by Chike Edozieha-led DOS cabals. I want you to ask yourself, why? That is another part. Now, ask yourself this question. Why is there that all the lawyers that is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are under attack by members of DOS and DOS media? I didn't tell you some. I say all the lawyers, starting from Kanu Agadi to our lawyer Jimako. The latest now is Barrister Maxwell Opara is being tagged all manner of names. Ask yourself, how if somebody is fighting for his leader or their leader to come out, would they be attacking the leader's lawyer without having their own lawyer? The answer is no. Now ask yourself, why are they attacking every lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all the lawyers? And why are they attacking any person who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent message to go anywhere? When you ask yourself this question, now you will understand where Lion Man Lion is coming from. Now, for those of you who don't know what Lion Man Lion wrote, let me read it so that all of you, I believe all of you are not intelligent. I believe that all of you have ear. You know, there is difference between having ear and having and understanding. So even if you are not going to understand based on your poor brain, let me still read it for your own ear to hear it. So now, according to Lion Man Lion, he said, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continue to associate himself with Aloy Ejimako and his siblings, sincerely speaking, I, Lion Man Lion, we suggest IPOB do the needful by expelling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of IPOB. Maybe this move will be a strong sign to him that IPOB is not joking in terms of condemning criminality. Then, when he is done associating himself with criminals, he will let IPOB know and write letter of apology to IPOB family worldwide. To me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still own IPOB public apology. Did he offend IPOB? Of course, yes. Through the activities of Aloy Ejimako and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's siblings. DSS is having some funny and what they see as a tangible evidence linking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa, crime against Biafra land. And all these things have been secretly forwarded to me. With what I have, I, Lion Man Lion, can boldly tell Biafrans that Aloy Ejimako played a high-tech games against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to ensure he is fully involved in the activities of Simon Ekpa while visiting him in DSS custody. No wonder they tried so hard to remove Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picture, so to pave way for the wicked game. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refuses to disassociate himself from Aloy Ejimako and his siblings from now till 60 days, I repeat, I, Lion Man Lion, suggest we, underline that word, we expel him out of IPOB, so he will go and face Surugede dance alone with the criminals he allowed around him. Freedom of Biafrans are far more important than the safety of any individual, including myself, Lion Man Lion.
Yeah, are you following? Yeah, let me fast forward it because they are Okay, he'll be back soon, no problem. They have concluded on how to expel Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. But unknown to them that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu himself do not even know whether they exist. That is why every one of us in Brigi, your eyes should be open now to know that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu belongs to us.
I apologize for this interruption.
These people, they are done and
now. I want to know when you hear Lion Man.
Listen.
According to Lion Man, if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu did not disassociate himself from his lawyers and his brothers and sisters, that IPOB Mazin Nnamdi Kanu formed from scratch and built it from scratch, that a Lion Man with his whole cabals known as US will spare him. Now, go on, Egemonti. How many of you remember the video I made? Why am I not seeing comment on this thing, Seth? I'm on the people, you're not commenting, but no problem. Now, I'll go Patagonia. I'm going to forget. Can't you do this? My phone will check and then I'll go comment on so that on when they deserve a blocking can block or because now, how many of you remember the program we make that their plan is to remove Mazin Nnamdi Kanu the same way Mazop under Uchenna Namadu remove Wazirike and they put Mazop Uchenna Namadu as the leader of Mazop? How many of you remember that very program? Am I not being vindicated? No. Tell me now, am I not being vindicated? That's one apart. When this thing you are seeing here, I know a lot of you, some of you, or many of you will be attacking Lion Man. Lion Man say, oh, Lion Man have said this. Lion Man say Mazin Nnamdi Kanu should be expelled. Let me tell you, as a genuine IPOB, as a genuine Biafran, as somebody who loves Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, as a freedom fighter, you should be grateful and thankful to Lion Man. What Lion Man said there is the mind of members of DOS, starting from Chike Edozieha to Chinasa Nwasatan, to Abanyum, to the Bonfu called Azayoba, and the dwarf, the nano here in Italy. Lion Man just said what they planned. Negemonsi. Obununamaloka, these people in their function. Let me say it here. Obununamaloka has their function. These people, they will be in one forum. When they plan everything they want to do, they will send one platform and say, go and put it like this, so that half of the reaction of the people. If the people fail to decode the message, they will carry it out. Now, what you see that Lion Man did there is what they conclude. They have concluded on announcing Mazin Nnamdi Kanu as that Mazin has betrayed. And the Chike Edozieha, who is so stupid and foolish, thinking that they will announce him, they will also remove Chike Edozieha and they put the criminal, the blood-sucking idiot called Chinasa Nwasatan. Now, what you see there, Lion Man is not speaking on his own capacity. Lion Man is not speaking because he wants to speak. Lion Man is not making a mistake in his write-up. Lion Man is not speaking out of emotion. It's far from that. Lion Man is speaking based on what the authority, what the DOS agreed that they will do. This is what he's carrying out. And believe you me, if Lion Man is not speaking what DOS said he should do, you will see the so-called media warriors, all of them will descend on him. But to go and check every of the media platform, you cannot see any of them condemning what Lion Man did. Now, how many of you remember Chibuze Boato? How did the Chibuze Boato started? Some of them will now come and tell you the DOS did not send the Lion Man because to them, maybe the reaction is too negative on them because of the reaction. Because the way, I don't reply bingos. If you know you're a human being, if I put my number, you can call in and mention your name and your Facebook name. That is how I can receive any person call. Now, what you see there is because it is now backfiring. They will now come and tell you it is Lion Man that said this. How does this thing Lion Man say connect to DOS? No, DOS did not send him. All those things are damage control to make you to lose focus and to understand the strategy these people are using. That's why I told you people, don't go after Lion Man because he is not speaking in his own capacity. Lion Man is speaking on the authority of DOS, on the meeting and the agreement the DOS have, and what they have agreed upon, the action they have agreed to carry out, which they are now running up and down how to start implementing it. What is that action? Action on how to tag Mazin Nnamdi Kanu saboteur, how to damage Mazin Nnamdi Kanu image, action on how to make sure that people start hating Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, action on how to make sure that people will now see Mazin Nnamdi Kanu as a sabo who has sold out, that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has collected bribe. Then the next thing, they will now come and tell you that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu for betraying this IPOB and betraying the cause of Biafra, and they use the freedom of the over 70 million Biafrans to exchange for your freedom. For this, we have expelled you. You are no longer an IPOB leader, and for this, you are no longer an IPOB. And some of you, out of your ignorance and your stupidity, will now clap and follow them. Now, how many of you remember how Chibuze Boato started? When Chibuze Boato will be saying a lot of things,
Con il piano di accumulo di BG Saxo scegli l'importo e investi automaticamente ogni mese senza costi.
Didn't Chibuze to confirm it that everything he has been saying is coming from the so-called DOS? And now, because of many of you, they have already told you people, go and attack Maza Chebepo. You don't want to listen to the truth any longer. You don't want to know the real truth. All you want to hear now is attack, the crazy, the mad. That is why they are now succeeding in destroying IPOB. Today, do you know that you can abuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, talk all manner of shit against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and abuse IPOB? And IPOB, the US media warrior will not talk to you. They will not attack you. In as far as you are abusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all manner of name, insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left, front, and back, up and down, the DOS members and their media warrior will not talk to you. If you like, call IPOB terrorists, call IPOB any kind of name, they will not talk to you. But just mention that name, DOS, you will see all the big fools run out. And for those of you who are thinking that Chibuze Egwatu is no longer part of DOS cabals, you are dreaming. Chibuze Egwatu, up till tomorrow, is working with Chinasa Nwasatan. Chibuze Egwatu is working with Abanyum. Chibuze Egwatu is working with Kekeuda. All these people are with the evidence is there. Go and set your money, I will provide the evidence for you. Now tell me, if the IPOB has a leadership and a coordinator, and not just a coordinator, and a media warrior, now formed a coup against the supreme leader, the founder of IPOB, what action have the DOS taken? Now, do you know what they will come and tell you? The DOS cannot condescend so low to reply a lion man. A lion man is nobody, but he's a coordinator in IPOB. For those of you who think that lion man is just ordinary media, no. In Brazil, he holds position in Brazil. He is a principal officer, in case some of you don't know. So when he speaks, know that he is a principal officer, not just a media. He holds a very vital position in IPOB Brazil. If you are listening to me, you can come. Somebody from this place can confirm it. Now, they say they want to expel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, expel the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Now, their own is to expel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And guess what? You will see a lot of bunch of idiots, because these people, they have been bought over. To be honestly, Nigeria government is on top of the game. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that many will be bought over, they have already dig deep. The sabotage that is eating IPOB now is coming directly from the DOS. Do you know the strategy they want to use now? They want to demoralize you. They want to make you to give up. They want you so that you will say, oh, if this is the IPOB, this is how they want to get the Biafra. I am not doing again. Do you know the difference between me and some media people in this very struggle? Why I choose to stand alone in this thing? The reason is that I don't know. I don't know how to pretend. How can somebody be condemning Chinasa Nwasatan and be praising Chike Edozieha? How can Chinasa Nwasatan operate outside Chike Edozieha? It don't make it make sense to me. That's why when I see some people say that they are fighting to correct the evil that is going on, and they tell you that it's a Chinasa Nwasatan that are singling out. Okay, Chinasa Nwasatan is just acting on what they believe in the same thing. That is why I told you people. Oh my God. If many of you know the kind of plan that is going on against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if many of you know what is going on against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the kind of sabotage that is happening against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send his emissaries to send letter to some organizations, this DOS cabals will write their own letter to tell those people not to listen to that letter, that the person is a criminal, it's not part of them. Are you aware of this? Not once, not twice, not more than 5 times they have done it. And I challenge them, if I am lying, let them use anything they believe in to swear. Now, let me ask you. So do you think that a lion man will just knock his chest, boom, 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 and come out and say they should expel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No, he didn't do it. They agreed to do that, to what he said in that his platform. If you want to analyze it or attack any person, the people you should go to is the people that sent him, which is the so-called bunch of morons in DOS. Now, imagine IPOB without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody's in their zone in Germany stand with the DOS. Honestly speaking, your zone in Germany is Loma to 5. You know that? Your zone in Germany is Loma to 5. Every more than, let me tell you, if you want to know, Abu na mulu no fuma. We go to DOS na we pu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na that na movement. Ke malu ma any person nga support one. Some of you no so lion man kuna this thing. There are many. Most of them, okay, how can you call yourself a freedom fighter? You use a fake name. Chinasa Nwasatan is a fake name. Man should not be fearless. Now, I ask Chinasa Nwasatan, if you are fearless and you are not a coward, can you tell us your name, your real name? Most of you now Simon Ekperima, but Chinasa Nwasatan is the real Ekperima. Who is Muhammad Abbas? And are you a Christian or Muslim or tradition? You know you're a Muslim, a missionary. And if you come, you will disguise yourself. Now, what these people are doing is that they will come, they know that the Mazen they can command every person in Biafra land, in diaspora. Every Biafran that is talking about this freedom today is doing so because of Mazen Namdekan. And they will not remove the name of Mazen Namdekan. They will be calling on Radio Biafra, be saying, Onyendu. None of them for Mazen Namdekan. None of them. Only any of them for Mazen Namdekan. Now, let me ask this bunch of fools. Between Mazen Namdekan and DOS, who will sack each other? Who will expel each other? Do DOS have the power to expel Mazen Namdekan from IPOB? The answer is no. Do Mazen Namdekan has the power to expel all members of DOS? Between Chike Edozieha and Mazen Namdekan, who can expel each other? But because many of you are here, negative. Chike Edozieha, some of you will be saying Chike Edozieha is a gentleman, he's a quiet man. My brothers and sisters, if you are exonerating Chike Edozieha, you need to go to psychiatric hospital. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it. If Chinasa Nwasatan want to remove coordinator without Chike Edozieha consent, who write end of the day he removed the coordinator? End of the day, who write the memo that coordinator have been removed? Chike Edozieha. Now, was Chinasa Nwasatan forging the name of Chike Edozieha or the signature of Chike Edozieha? The answer is no. Most of the coordinator that Chinasa Nwasatan removed, the memo of their removal of those people were written by the IPOB memo under the with the Chike Edozieha signature. Now, how can you tell me that Chike Edozieha is a gentleman and he watch the people that Mazen Namdekan hand over to him be plotting against Mazen Namdekan and he fold his hand and he keep mute so that they will destroy Mazen Namdekan? Why is he not speaking against the evil Chinasa Nwasatan is doing? Why haven't Chike Edozieha condemned Abanyim and the Kekoda? Why haven't Chike Edozieha condemned the activities of this bunch of animals that is working in DOS? If Mazen Namdekan sack members of DOS, he will quit the struggle. Look at an idiot with your 10-year monthly dues. Even your profile in picture. You that cannot even be bold enough to put your own profile picture. When you quit the struggle, none of the can just no none of the can. I say, what would I use to compare you now? Well, okay, Madu just no Golubos, Tachanya, no disolving educate you or two phone. Now, can you say those of you that is exonerating Chike Edozieha, what is the action? Care the activities of any member of DOS that is not authorized by Chike Edozieha? And if the activities of Chinasa Nwasatan, the dwarf called the Kekoda and the Bonfu called Azayoba, if Chike Edozieha is not aware, does it mean that he don't know the activities of the people he is leading? Chike Edozieha is silent. Let me tell you the role of Chike Edozieha. Everything they are planning, Chike Edozieha is part and parcel of it. And why he cannot speak is because he endorsed it, he signed it. So that he doesn't speak does not mean that he's not part of them. He cannot condemn it because he is fully involved. Because Chinasa Nwasatan cannot operate outside Chike Edozieha. Abanyim cannot operate outside Chike Edozieha. So they are all in this very game to overthrow Mazen Namdekan. They are all in this plan to demote Mazen Namdekan to make sure. Do you know what they are doing now? Let me tell you, in Kebeziokwu, every member of DOS have agreed that Mazen Namdekan will be in prison. And in a moment after Yanga, Chike Edozieha hypothesize fully. He had to record silent to check the final destination of this court case. Mbulu Gejifu the full color of these criminals. God forbid bad thing. And where can you help Mazen Namdekan? A man na yeni nega yasa pata. Good, thank you. Silence it means that you have accepted. Now, can the resident women head of Directorate of State is it not to coordinate and give order to other members of the DOS to rule? When, before Chinasa Nwasatan will do anything, they will discuss it, and Chike Edozieha will say, okay, this thing we will do it. Okay, we will not do it. Before Abanyim will do something, he must bring it to Chike Edozieha. Is that not the reason why he is the head of Directorate of State? Now, at the process where Abanyim will go and do something without consulting Chike Edozieha, why will Chike Edozieha keep quiet if it's not part and parcel of it? And if Chike Edozieha hear it, why can't he take the necessary action that needed to be taken as a head of Directorate of State? The same thing applied to Chinasa Nwasatan. That is why I cannot regard any person who will be saying Chinasa Nwasatan, Abanyim, and exonerate Chike Edozieha, because it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense to me. Now, okay, let's hear this idiot today. Lion. What should he do? Chike Edozieha should expel him immediately. The next action a reasonable leader that is in charge will do is to expel a lion man, so that others who will be nursing such thing in their mind, we know that thing you cannot nurse it, not to talk of speaking it out, so that others will learn a lesson. But guess what? To tell you that these people are the same, the planet, you cannot hear any sanction. Go and walk and read what the idiotic Bonfu called as Ayoba. I don't know where Mazinam can pick these animals, honestly speaking. Leadership. Now, after Kazayobango, that very nonsense coming from a lion man, what did he do? He told him that no matter your opinion and your right of opinion and this thing, say you should shade your sword, that it is not yet time for this one. In other words, to Azayoba, what happened there is that lion man overspeed to talk that thing, that he could have waited after the sentence Mazinam Kanu so that they will start implementing it. But being lion man, the glory. The same way, we always once I much a meeting or social media in order to that is what lion man did. And he never knew that very move we make sure we damage their plan. That very move we expose their evil plan against Mazinam Kanu. Mazinam Kanu to disassociate himself from his siblings. No, I'm not that. This struggle, disassociate myself from my family. That is with all this bunch of criminals. Disassociate myself from my family. Actually, just to now, who is the lawyer that is representing Ipob, the so-called DOS? Every lawyer that is going for Mazinam Kanu case is a bunch of criminals according to DOS. DOS members in every lawyers. Now, if what that in lion man there, or see that now Mazinam Kanu is a criminal. That is lion man now is now that Mazinam Kanu is, because when you engage with criminals, you become a criminal. According to lion man now, Mazinam Kanu bu onyori. Lion man na Mazinam Kanu onyori. That Mazinam Kanu work with a bunch of criminals. For you to work with a bunch of criminals, it means that you're a criminal. Now, that Mazinam Kanu have disassociated himself from this people, DOS. The reason why they are doing all these things is because Mazinam Kanu have relegated them to League Zero. Because Mazinam Kanu have foreseen their evil plan. Even before they kidnapped Mazinam Kanu have already relegated them. That is why Chike Edozieha shamelessly told us, including Chinasa Nwasatan Edozieha, that when Mazinam Kanu, if they want to reach Mazinam Kanu, they will pass through her secretary or through Kanu. Now, let me ask you, if you have a good relationship with your leader, a leader of this Ipob, this kind of a movement, and the so-called leadership that is leading day-to-day activities of the movement, if they want to reach the supreme leader, they will pass through secretary or pass through the sibling. When before he was kidnapped, what message is that in passing to you? It means that Mazinam Kanu, even before he's kidnapped, have noticed these people have been bought over, and that was the reason he made the brokers he made before he was kidnapped. That he know a lot of you have been bought over, and one thing is guaranteed, that you can never stop the restoration of Biafra. Now, this bunch of criminals, this bunch of saboteurs now capitalize on command and control, because all these things they are doing, they now use command and control. They use command and control to be intimidating people. Today, are they practicing the command and control? If they are practicing command and control, on which command was Abanimu acting? On which command is Chinasa Nwasatan acting? That means Chike Edozieha give him the command. And the worst part of it is that I share tears that within 5 years, some people has already given up on Mazinam Kanu. Somebody that is in DSS dungeon, suffering for you. You have already abandoned him. Now you are now shouting, DOS Kigeso. Do you know what that means? It means that if even the people you call DOS, if they have problem tomorrow, you still abandon them. In case you don't know. Now you are now telling the whole world that Mazinam Kanu have compromised. If Mazinam Kanu compromise, he will still be in DSS dungeon. If Mazinam Kanu has compromised, Nigerian government still gonna. When was Rike compromised? How did he go? Didn't you see him immediately be released under Obasanjo regime? Now Mazinam Kanu is being held, suffering from you, and they have moved on because one idiot somewhere told you that Mazinam Kanu siblings is corrupt. Let me tell you the truth. That is why many of you don't like me. All no block Mazinam Kanu siblings, Ipob, Mazinam Kanu. What is saving Mazinam Kanu today is Mazinam Kanu family. Quote me any day. Because those families see that this bunch of fools are nothing to write home about. Do Chike Edozieha and this gang of crook has something to offer? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had meeting with Ambazonia, who did he go with? Simon Ekpa. Why didn't he go with Chike Edozieha and the so-called? Because he don't trust them. When he has a meeting with Sunday Igboho, who did he go with? Simon Ekpa. Ask yourself, why didn't he go with the so-called Chinasa Nwasatan and Edozieha? Because he has seen that they are not worthy enough to be trusted. Now somebody has said, "Okay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expel from IPOB." Then as I back all the people that want be a dwarf. And many of the so-called Ndibushi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, according to Chibuzegwa, to the US spokesperson, I stand with you. You just spoke my mind. So in those your shallow mind, 1 billion of Chike Edozieha can expel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Chinasa Nwasatan can get an empty vessel. Be expel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Or you know check. Let me tell you, at this point of time, at this junction, I prefer Ile Binu means blood than the people that are calling themselves IPOB DOS. I swear. I prefer all this Ile Binu than the so-called all these OS members. You know why? These people that are calling themselves IPOB DOS members, or those that are supporting DOS, they are worse than, what will I call it? They are worse than Fulani that hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What these DOS members have succeeded in is bringing hatred to the people to hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, turning people against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know that most of the useless coordinators they have in this DOS now hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to the extent that some of them will tell you that if Mazi, it must still be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then if you ask the person, which person voice did you hear before you joined IPOB? You say any person can be bought over. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been bought over, and he's still there. Now the so-called DOS members are spreading the fake rumor against their leader that he have been bought over. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu been bought over. Then you see IPOB member who wants to say the holy Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. They are the same people now telling you that Mazi is a sabo. They are the same people telling you Mazi should be expelled. They are the same people now telling you that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says cannot stand. They are the same people now telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot give order. They are the same people now telling you that the DOS is IPOB is no longer IPOB, it's IPOB DOS. Now you see the reason why Ndibo cannot go anywhere. You see the reason why I told you people that never allow even your rat to die for this struggle, because Ndibo had already. All of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now a saboteur to DOS. And the members of DOS are hailing Lion Man. I don't blame Lion Man. Why I don't blame him is because the guy is suffering from dementia, on a mental problem. Several times. At times, I call him bloom. The reason we boom because he on out of point. This is only Nayabu second Nayalu with Abacha. Nayabu secret something to Abacha. Somebody like this, Yabu secret something. Only the apple mepon or watch him Natinuba go to France. I can confirm with Intel Natinuba go to France. Muje with confidence in where you're not make it Lion Man. I don't quote it. Imagine me, you put a dash in Natinuba. Hey. Now, that check here all the platforms of the so-called DOS media. None of them you will see to condemn what Lion Man did. You know why? That is their plan. So each of you people can do this thing. The only person that condemn Lion Man people they can. They are not hero worshippers. In one as a DOS media now, where put on your platform condemn Lion Man, they will expel you or they will suspend you. Everything that is happening here today, all the move, if you are following me from 2024, I have exposed all these things, everything. That's why most of you hate me, because I started it from day one. Only me. All of you say you are attacking the US, because when they started using Chibuzegwa, I investigated. I know the people that are using Chibuzegwa. I told you that Chibuzegwa is not alone. Today, is it not happening? Or none of is Chibuzegwa alone? Now, some of you say what Lion Man wrote is for Lion Man. It doesn't concern the US. That means that you Lion Man, the only thing I owe Lion Man, like buying on a group, and we're buying on a media group, and they go, master form a question at this place, their address, master form a question at a place, their address, then one idiot and a king. an idiot a deportee, a deport from Dubai, Qatar. The idiot now, apota, see that now. Or former cannot come to this group to address us because the DOS did not recognize you people as a media warrior. There are people they recognize as a media warrior. Those people is where Ofoma is holding meeting every week. And the Mazi Okala Zechuku became grow anger with even Mazi Metusela with Biafran Chinese man on the this word on your coward. Rapon you on my child on Facebook. Biafran Chinese is a coward, pure coward. He's going to coward no longer. The do man no longer. Yeah. Anthony we were on why we that and see how listening. Here 20% on the group. All of you should be thankful to Annie King, the idiot. Kenenya for telling you people the truth, for letting you people know your position. That no nation on media. Nana have put on as media. You shouldn't attack the boy because people don't attack it. Oh, Nana media. Get a cable. And I'm saying this young man just revealed a very big truth, bitter truth to all of us. What you should do is to thank him for being bold enough, not like other people that knows the truth, like Dinka Nezus and Radio Dafa, Jonathan Chinedu, up on knowing fully well that this is the truth, but he didn't say the truth. Now, end of the day, what happened? So what you see here for this boy Mekita, what is it called? Lion Man. You people should thank him for revealing the secret and the evil plan of the so-called DOS members. Because now their mission is to expel Nwasatan and actually overthrow. Okay, like I think day before yesterday. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, because yesterday. Go and check my platform. What I wrote, the achievement of DOS. You will see the last one when I told you people that they are trying to remove Nwasatan to replace Nwasatan with one Ogbi called Chinasa Edozieha. Go and read it. I wrote it. I think yesterday or day before yesterday in my platform. Before Lion Man come out to say all these things, I have already seen it. On the same frequency. I'm begging a call. When I get 10 minutes. Within that 10 minutes, when I get pankata, I'm going to your stand towards this struggle. Once I in a pankata, I communicate. That is why now this movement now. And what I'm also because a lot of people now fight different cause. Some now fighting to gain relevance. Some now fighting because of their personal loss. Some all few they are fighting for the right thing, which is fighting against injustice and the corruption, and for fighting for the restoration of Biafra. How need they follow my broadcast? Now the main mission here is to destabilize IPOB, destroy IPOB. Last year, and this program got a title when they want to this thing. How do I title it again? That very program. They want to remove Nwasatan Nwasatan, or they want to do Nwasatan Nwasatan what Mazov did to Wazirike. Go and listen to that broadcast. Send them that broadcast more than 2 times. So here I'm not potakita or blotata. Now can go no kebezuku. Oblu ni yen na go no here no blezuku. Oblu ni yen na go no here no blezuku. Then you obu na neku o ma bia na mezu. Agbamu anom here go no shunu. Na de na chime e ma powerful attack. No nya ke create DOS press release. Olulo 1 week. A big powerful attack. I see a press release in my powerful. I will go Benjamin Magbugu tell you. Agwamunu here that now their mission is to ethical issue lawyers, making sure that they attack all the lawyers, they destabilize them. You go don't make Maxwell or Paramen, MI6 and this thing. A whole Chinasa Nwasatan Nigeria is now sending people to abroad to destroy IPOB. Nigeria now send the people abroad to come and study how to destroy IPOB. So no checking out go now abroad with the taproot of IPOB. The taproot of IPOB will be Biafra land. The people who this struggle, but the people on our land. Upload this with fake names. Coward do Chinasa Nwasatan is a coward. If you check it, if you name is a fake. Kekoda is a fake name because God checking out with a passport. You might find anything like Kekoda. Is that a name? Just check your hand in Chinasa Nwasatan fake name. Kekoda fake name. Abanyum fake name. Meka Gift fake name. All of them are hiding their pictures. Now, John Wagin, these people nekuya Nasi Nwasatan Lion Man nekuya another fake name. Lion Man Lion. Is that your name? Somebody who cannot travel to Nigeria. You go don't wait. John Wagin one simple question. All the members of the so-called DOS. Chinasa Nwasatan, Agbanyeha, Nwanketa, the dwarf, and the Bonfu called Azayoba. Can they tell me one thing they have sacrificed for this Biafra struggle? Only one thing. And when any of them got one thing they have sacrificed, they have not sacrificed anything. Anthony with their wife. And that Timohera, when I young Nwasatan the Kanu, Ekubugomiya, and Malokani in a legal with Udene Algas. You are eating and dining with the enemy of your husband. Retrace your step before God be too late. If for the reason you were going before, how many of you that Nwasatan Nwasatan wife should not take Nwasatan Nwasatan child to where this bunch of criminals are? Watch I can you promotion. Yeah, promotion.
Well, it is funny that my brother, you don't know that Mazin now the Kanu don't have a wife anymore. The wife sold him also. The wife is working with these people. Have you not seen the wife praising Ikenguragu? The same Chibuze Guato. The wife, the so-called wife, has always been praising Chibuze Guato. The so-called wife is in touch with Chibuze Guato. I don't want to interrupt this message. You know, you made me to interrupt it anyway, but let's continue.
I'm natural promotion since now at least he got the CDOS member that he have commented in my report, and now he come and name Chooks Dikebwing. Can you mention one thing Chinasa Nwasatan is doing apart from Ipob and Radio Biafra, Boafa ESN commanders, then near their picture to Nigerian army, Iboha? Just mention, can you mention one thing Chinasa Nwasatan is doing? Just tell me, this is what Chinasa Nwasatan is doing. Can you come here and tell me one? If you have answer that question. Apart from Chinasa Nwasatan, E-level false accusation on members of ESN. Nigeria Sabo, Uzulu, their picture and their real name and their family address near Nigerian army. Within 1 week, all their quafa, near everything I review labor and what or their quafa. Once near Nigerian army will go to the agreement on how everything, how once near Nigerian government with your agreement on how to get these people. Boom, up on Radio Biafra. Or Papa had to get the next day Nigerian army strike here. Ababuha. Why? So Nigerian army, I'm allowed the person since when never exist and I committed the crime according to Chinasa Nwasatan. But today, Chinasa Nwasatan, Nigeria government, I'm allowed Malepono is supposed to be the next day. Use your brain before they go use them for you.
This is all the exposition our prime minister did. Masa Monekpa did all this exposition. Unfortunately, some of those reasons are why these so-called DOS followers, they hated him. That's exactly what he was exposing about them. If it is not for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, oh God. Well, anyway, let's continue.
Ejima, how many of you remember Ejima? One of the finest ESN commander. Juanu Chinasa Nwasatan, now his members, Ejima. Juanya, was Ejima not on call with Chibuze Guato and one of the DOS members? Habanya Potasso place after Canal 40 million. I forwarded why this in pay me is that when I got the information, the person who named the intel, she move forward to another person, can investigate Chinasa Nwasatan, Chike Edozieha, na Chibuze Guato. Forward to the person. Olulo 1 week, the person who forward on some information ya forward ologi, he will get in a candidate. Abraham and medicine. The person here, or forward here. Now, how will I give you intel? See, investigate this thing. He will get Chinasa Nwasatan for him to investigate himself. Where is Ejima today? Here, Ejima 40 million. 40 million Kitika Chibuze Guato with members of the US and Alonisi Ejima. Electrical Diego self.
$40 million.
Now, can you give one egg now? Since they kidnap a man and Kanu, on any diplomatic work with US make the answer is no. On any call to US name approach, the answer is no. On any international community US may approach, the answer is no. On anything US, on lawyers US naga for Biafra restoration or for Mazen Kanu release, the answer is no. Now tell me, if US is not in charge of Mazen Kanu court case in Kenya, US is not in charge of Mazen Kanu court case in America, US is not in charge of Mazen Kanu court case in UK, US is not in charge of Mazen Kanu court case in Nigeria. Now DOS is not in charge of IPOB terrorism case in Nigeria. I ask you again, what is DOS doing to free Mazen Kanu or to restore Biafra? Barrister Bruce Fein is the lawyer in charge of Mazen Kanu court case in America. DOS is attacking him, calling him all sort of criminal, all sort of name. This guy, Badman Group, is the Badman Group. I mean, is the one in charge of UK. DOS is exposing him, exposing the group, tagging them all manner of things. The same DOS told us that there is no court, any court going in Kenya, that Kanu and his brothers are just deceiving us. There is no any court. This is what they say because they don't know what anything about until Patrice Lumumba, Pro Lumumba, now bring this landmark victory now. All of them start to try to share it. He's in DSS, don't know for Zuma Rock. They might maybe they recycle him. They are the only thing Chinasa Nwasatan never. After Kedos Ewo Pepe picture, now our group, why let us go and campaign for his release. Olulo, here there, Chibuze Batu with some people, Arosho's campaign even for his release. Then Chinasa Nwasatan emergency broadcasting, giving you the next day. Deny the guy, no. He denied the guy on Radio Biafra, say that he don't know him. Apart from denying ESN member on Radio Biafra, what else is Chinasa Nwasatan doing? Did the Mazinam Kanu deny Ikonso when Ikonso was killed? The answer is no. So why will Chinasa Nwasatan make Biafrans to deny and celebrate the downfall of their own hero, people that is fighting for them? Chinasa Nwasatan, a member of this so-called US, will make us to celebrate the death of ESN commanders, thinking that they are criminal, and they want us to keep quiet. If you check the data, you see that we refuse to tag him what Chinasa Nwasatan said. Because before Chinasa Nwasatan broadcast, the picture and the information have come to our group where some of the members confirmed that this is one of the finest commander. And we were instructed to go out on air to broadcast and defend him. Before Chinasa Nwasatan now come out to deny him on Radio Biafra. Now, why he deny him? We can no longer defend him, because defending him while a whole Chinasa Nwasatan have denied him will be so contradicting. A lot of us got angry because we know who the guy is. That is why when I speak, a lot of people till today, if people in IPOB think that they know more than Mazi Refuting, I will be looking at them. What I know in IPOB, I cannot speak it. At times, I will call some people to ask them some questions. They will be telling me this and that. When they talk finish, I'll tell them, oh, you know why? I don't like to follow them argue when I ask them questions. But one thing they don't know is that before I call you to ask you a question, if you are smart enough, you should know that you should know that I have had some certain things which I only called you to confirm some. And there are some certain things you will be telling me. I will just look at, maybe you are looking at me like a child. Then I will, maybe one or two, I will just stop. If I tell you people now that most of the people that IPOB put their pictures in different platforms and celebrate that they are criminal, that these people are not criminal. Some of them only ask Chinasa Nwasatan simple questions, and he will frame them. The next day, they will kill them. And when they buy them, he will come out and say they deny them. And when he denied them, because of most people don't know who they are, they will not say, "Oh, Nigerian army have killed a criminal." Now let me tell you one thing. Do you think that if Nigerian army is using you to destroy IPOB and Chinasa Nwasatan come on Radio Biafra to announce your name, then Nigerian army will kill you? Nigerian army will not kill you. You are assets to them. You are assets. They will not harm you. Rather, they will just create one vigilante and make you the commander. Now, Chinasa Nwasatan is working with Okisofaya. In Arondi's work. The reason why Arondi's work is boiling now is because Okisofaya, who is under the command of Chinasa Nwasatan, before Chinasa handed him over to the government fully, he is the one that is going after IPOB and many ESN. And as I'm speaking to you now, Okisofaya is working with Chinasa Nwasatan, and they are burning houses in Arondi's work. Ask Chinasa Nwasatan, have you heard the name of Okisofaya in Chinasa Nwasatan mouth? You cannot hear it, because if he ever try it, Okisofaya will expose him. And there is another one called Ogu Mozambique. Have you heard Ogu Mozambique name in any of Chinasa Nwasatan broadcasts? The answer is no. Ogu Mozambique is the one that made the video, that he is the one who slaughtered the 14 people. How many of you remember the people that they were slaughtered when they went for burial, I think for marriage in Imo State? The person that carried out that slaughter on IPOB members is Ogu Mozambique. And today, Ogu Mozambique is working with Chinasa Nwasatan. Ogu Mozambique is working with Okisofaya. Ogu Mozambique is working with Chibuze Batu. And you tell me that Chike Edozieha is not aware of it, and he want to exonerate Chike Edozieha and tag Chinasa Nwasatan bad person. So Chike Edozieha now is the head of the Directorate of State, who is now supervising IPOB to go down instead of supervising and protecting IPOB to build it. He is now in charge to bring IPOB down, and they don't want to speak. And they want me to go after Lion Man. Why will I go after Lion Man? For telling you people the truth, what we have been saying. He have already bring it out. And
it's not Chike Edozieha.
You people think is by calling Mazi, you are not a pilot. Let me tell you, if you are an IPOB member, you are celebrating that Finland is praising Simon Ekpa. You are the greatest fool that have ever existed. And you tell me that Chike Edozieha is not aware of it, and he want to exonerate Chike Edozieha and tag Chinasa Nwasatan bad person. So Chike Edozieha now is the head of the Directorate of State, who is now supervising IPOB to go down instead of supervising and protecting IPOB to build it. He is now in charge to bring IPOB down, and they don't want to speak. And they want me to go after Lion Man. Why will I go after Lion Man? for telling you people the truth. What we have been saying, you have already bring it out. And you people think it's by calling Mazi, you are not a pilot. Let me tell you, if you are an IPOB member, you are celebrating that Finland is praising Simon Ekpa. You are the greatest fool that have ever existed. That is why I am so disappointed in the so-called by Stefan Ejiofor. You know, being a lawyer, I talk to you to come with a sense. I never know that that man will be that foolish. You are celebrating that Finland, J. Simon Ekpa. What is Mazi Nnamdi being charged for? I ask you people, those of you who are celebrating that Finland have jailed Simon Ekpa, an IPOB, a freedom fighter is celebrating. I ask you again, what is your leader being charged for? Don't you know that Finland have watered the ground for Nigeria to jail Mazi Nnamdi, and we are celebrating it? Which mouth will you now you say that Mazi Nnamdi is going to be free? Some of you don't have common sense.
No, sir.
You don't take out of anger and you won't get even when you hate the guy, but because of something you are pursuing that is like this, you pretend, you overlook. Some of you, oh, he said, is this, is that? That is why I am not like you. I don't know reason, okay? I don't useless, I don't stupid. No matter how I hate person, I cannot take out of hatred and destroy myself. That is why when I speak in this very struggle, go and check people that are speaking. Go and check. I am totally different from others. You know why? Others will like when they want to talk about Chinasa Nwasatan, they don't want to talk about Abanyim so that they will not say they are attacking Abanyim. If they want to talk about Keko, that they don't want to talk about Chinasa Nwasatan so that they will not say, okay. In as far as these people are in one place and they are doing the same thing, the only way I will see you as somebody that is speaking the truth is when you say it to all of them. You cannot use me to get a favor from any person. That's why the only person that is not stand the firm, is Methuselah. Others can be wave, others sabotage. Others can be wave. Apart from Mu and Methuselah, and what others can they wave? How can they wave Nigerian economy?
Please bear in mind that I have not watched this program. I'm watching it together with you. I just saw the title and I believe it will be explosive. So that's why I'm watching it. So if we come across anything we don't agree with, so you don't think I'm just watching. So have an open mind. You see, so far what he has said is 100% exposing these criminals, 100%, talking with sense, talking with a lot of sense. These people have been celebrating. They are the ones celebrating the verdict of our prime minister, not knowing that it is the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is being accused of. Well, why would they not celebrate it? They have also already planned how to remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the movement, that they don't even know that he is still completely in charge. Completely in charge. Anyway, let's continue. Very soon I'm going to end it because maybe another 30 minutes. I will end it. Let's go.
Simon Ekpa for terrorism in Finland. Nigerian economy. Then sentence Simon Ekpa for terrorism in Finland. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for terrorism in Nigeria, which they have played a lot of videos of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not from Ekpa. In the court where all of us witness, there is no any video of Simon Ekpa or any of the activities of Simon Ekpa they bring to court as an evidence. You are celebrating. Let me ask you again. Are you the one that's supposed to be celebrating or the Nigeria government? Now, IPOB is not Nigeria government. They are not doing the work of Nigeria government. And then that is why our people, this movement, can they wave? Apart from Mu and Methuselah, and what others can they wave? How can they wave Nigerian economy?
I have to repeat it.
Then sentence Simon Ekpa for terrorism in Finland. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for terrorism in Nigeria, which they have played a lot of videos of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not from Ekpa. In the court where you and where all of us witness, there is no any video of Simon Ekpa or any of the activities of Simon Ekpa they bring to court as an evidence. You are celebrating. Let me ask you again. Are you the one that's supposed to be celebrating or the Nigeria government? Now, IPOB is not Nigeria government. They are not doing the work of Nigeria government. And then that is why our people like this movement.
IPOB doing the work
Queen of violence. Queen of violence. In one way here, Mpiago Yaka.
is trying to
looking at him pack one side. In the pack, he put two sides before. Batalugo. Ata, you put up you can wave now. You can wave Nigeria economy. According to that Ndume, that Nigeria Northern Senator, see, his Nigeria economy is waving like this. I try no agua. You put out of man. You put a cushion, you could not web. Okay, what? You could not demand water or believe wave one. In a wave one. Another man wave where you die. You have web. You could not. You could be a man. The Madam Okana, this is a platform attacking one that logo. Madam, in one attack and one that logo on this platform, I will block you, honestly speaking. So, we tell ourselves the truth. And what can you put a condemn who can praise Chinasa Nwasatan or do possible? In any man, matter that is it. Trouble you and the one can attack Chinasa Nwasatan as a generator ban. A man is trouble you and the one can as a generator ban or attack Chinasa Nwasatan. Then you na Chike Edozieha, who is their commander, is innocent. Now I ask you again, make it make sense to me that Chinasa Nwasatan is working with Chibuze Gbatu and the head of Directorate of State keep quiet and is innocent. A queen of violence. These people now, none of the lion man there. You never expect can a lion man attack. Why should I attack lion man? I should be very, very happy and thank lion man for telling me the truth, for even revealing their secret and speaking their mind out. Every genuine IPOB shouldn't attack lion man. Rather, you should tell lion man, thank you for revealing the deep secret of DOS. When I say DOS, I mean Chicken Edozieha, Chinasa Nwasatan, Abaniha, the Bonfu called Azayoba, and the Nona, Italian dwarf, even a bansa in Italy. Anapoke Koda. Dimpabin is a bansa. Then Potana people are into security. I challenge him. Young one no video. Can we call you uniform? Because caution and into police, they are not into any Italian police security, polizia locale or polizia della Stato. Nyakuno Mufu, Mua Chatham, Wogadian Deke. Open no jelonga for impersonation. But people know Bansa Kenalo. Here the medical here in Italy 6 months cost. 6 months cost 800 euro. And 600 or 600 or 800. If one 6 months cost, a blue Bansa uniform Ponyagi, will place with Timbona Ponyagi, Ponyagi chain. Other than a supermarket or a genetic company. And what you got? It's a Bansa work. Because and okay, maybe a then party, club, a buggy down below, who club. At times, soon enough, I'm the Kanu. On a Europe here, if for your channel, you for your channel there with a common flag and damn. Yeah, Bansas now. Yeah, Bansa. I'm gonna Kanapoha. Nako Joe, what Chinasa Nwasatan Kapia, Shana security, now police, now into security. You know, at Italy, it will security over the new UCOG. All local UCOG, no, I need you to make a citizen. Yeah, none of the Kamba Simon Epanjebe, only an apple Paco, Abumaz. You know, there, only an apple Torgon on the Bible. I said, and give you eating a 5 euro, 10 euro. You may shoot to bloom. In which I think in Olana. You will going to check the Simon Uji here the cake for 7 West picture. Yeah, Nina, I'll do Europe here now. Okay, General Benny.
Ecco l'immobile segreto di cui le parlavo, Watson.
Ecco, questa è la casa, proprio come la stava cercando.
Now, all on IPOB, then will Chike Edozieha, no do part and parcel of this nonsense. The right thing, even open intelligent. Here this lizard, I mean lion man. Yeah, open a military regime. Yeah, na coup. You plot a coup against the head of state. So this is a coup against the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Now, what is the job of Chike Edozieha? When a nobody plot coup and you see it like this, you expel the person. So what Chike Edozieha should do if he is truly innocent to prove his innocency? I am not talking about other criminals. is to expel Lion Man so that other bingos like the Akunano Italy can feel on KJ coordinators and the IPO the original lot. Amurife with your like we can budget good, we can budget man. I never seen a quick or do long since on a phone IPOB media and broadcast. I'm going to go to the broadcast. I'm going to go to because I'm going to Honago. So the other for you full badges, not dialect on your Muribo, or never their mic speak it, dripping in a source noise. You can get into look in no fee for Nago. Not the speedality Nama have speedality knock Akon, that guy, you know. In fact, that guy, you know, it does speedality not one moment. A big rate is speedality not the level of whiskey, Mafia, Ochilos woman came up King of Solomon of our time. Two Baba. All in America, not Lewin, Jay-Z. Why this man? I'm going from with that guy in a broadcast because only I just know in the noise. Even after Cococholi, say man, if Mazi says something, he will challenge him. The bomb as I over, I'm a close no DOS gonna support or will be video in a platform. He also now this idiot now. As I over national how and instigate people to hate DOS for making such an utterance. Then the Apunano you can say no man, he is with us because automatically no now Lion Man have done his own. He seemed not need a story. Actually, the only thing we young Balunubu, Lion Man who could not under his own authority or under his capacity. No, what he said there is the plan and the mindset of the members of DOS, starting from Chinasa Edozieha to the last person. And you, that is an IPOB coordinator, in Olina watching your leader, Mazina, can be ridiculed by a bunch of non-entities, by a bunch of scallywags, by a bunch of morons, and Naja Yeze, command and control. On Baby Betrayal, we are fighting. Continue. You might be able to go indirect sabotage Mazina Mnk. Queen of violence, I will sue you to court. If it's not the lawyer that they can fucking get you with anything. Yeah, about the chief judge. Pay attention. Can promote one idiot. After Ben, another fake name. You are the problem of this Biafra struggle. Now, call the thing. You are nobody in this Biafra struggle. Now, how can a nobody be your problem in this struggle? How can a nobody be the problem of the struggle? For the person to be a problem in the struggle means that the person is somebody. As you know, brain on Ajo, you gas school, come on, you are the problem of this struggle. If you are again there, you are nobody in this struggle. Why are you contradicting yourself? Imana me send the account number bribe. You buy me too. I'm not coming up when naira. Or either you send it in pounds or you send it in euro. Even dollar now me because the or in Yemen Kuwait dirham. I mean Kuwait dinar. So Nebulu or to again. The Africans are lovers of freedom. The news, everything. Pata bagoni ihu efi. Una fugo no close other. Onye ozo kaya meku ya unu kaya fu again. Nge aputakwa unu. Nege Expell Mnk no their franchise. E man among all friends in this movement. I no get friend, I no get enemy. Here na fubu na unu. He has Lion Man there. Many of all the DOS members, he are meeting him. Go the thing where he are no yakahagame. They attack. The only thing when the guy blue goes or take here the glory. Blue goes or there at least MSC or she there. No, I suggested it. Chalon until October 10. October 10. All Naman Zapata, Unugafu, the real color of these people. Maybe I'm going to take it. And if you're doing now, Makana DOS can assume Nahana fight for Mazina Mnk. Because of Nahana or Mazina Mnk, each and these people is with Mazina Mnk. These people are angry. Mazina had local with them. That is the reason. Barrister Maxwell Opera, Europe, on a special mission sent to him by Mazina Mnk, a bit of MI6, Power manner of name. I think early this year or last year, the first person visited here, Prince Kanu Meme. Many of you are the guy in Europe here. I call a lot of things, not the limit IPOB. Najo, you go to your connector. Can we get on the phone? And those you people in the use can go eat most of the things because somebody phone number. If all these things like a chick, Moki Bia, you on the chick Austin, Mafia, make a gift, Mafia, Patrick Ikensi, with Lion Man. All these people they are using with Annie King. All these people they are using to write. And the reason the so-called DOS members now hedge their platform area, so that they will easily deny it. So that you, being foolish, will not be intelligent enough to understand that these people are not writing on their own. The reason why we decode their writing because we are in the same platform before with them. We know that before this is what they will tell us go and do. Person like me, personally, I don't participate. That's why I like Lord Cha-cha-cha. You don't tell me what to do. From day one. Once this got me head on the first thing I do, me did. Three questions about the right answer. I will not do it. And there's nothing you can do about it. All of them know me. That is why from Adam and the whole media I hate here. They hate me because one, is with a big platform. Right from time. Biafra unit na kumbamba, Biafra Maza Paul, mana YouTube, mana offices in Dotland. My message na gafa. Now if the only person who may go live video 1 million view on my platform. Live video, I should not give you a post. Live video, I call 1 million view. And when any person, including the Chinasa Nwasatan Edozieha, combine the whole radio Biafra broadcast and a message taking up, it will be 1 million view. Without any promotion. So hang on, so this bonfu, this dwarf monitor here. Try everything to lure me. Can we this my platform? Happy the only people that listen to me mostly is members of DOS. That is why as I over my platform. Because I got boss evidence. Most of you are how dangerous Paul already. But video who put some evidence. I say, oh, this guy he keep on. I'm not but I put a major image. I didn't make you fully do straightforward. I avoid you. All the Mazinam the Kanu outside. Mazinam the Kanu will condemn Finland for sentencing Simon Eber, regardless of anything that is involved. That is why he is a leader. Mazinam the Kanu on Radio Biafra. Yeah. Yeah, queen of violence. You know, laughing at this broadcast.
What did I do?
In laughing at this broadcast.
Yes, I'm Romia.
Give me an email.
After Namo was sabo.
Manapoezio. Mbahinu lele wa ni Kenya my shop. Obu ni Kenya my ocean and Mbiaketa me broadcast.
No, I'm not going to go to the Ganji way to China.
I will investigate you.
She can now look. That's his told you. I won't anybody like I told you before, and I keep saying it. Mazin Nam becoming going to lose his voice. We joined the movement. I joined IPOB. I'm a full member of IPOB 2018. Take recruit na my unit. So when anybody also you make the Pampana when you look at you after the way back on the web on job. Also, respect is a reciprocal. Every for Mona, who come for me, I will come for that person. Just like Dink Abini. I told you, when you think Abini, issue. But until we call us which my name, Jackie Simon and Madonna Bono. My name, not no then I have to come for him. Dink Abini used to be there. When time I'm that's not a basis. Not until that issue of my passport will leak here from idiot Donald. So I have no problem with anybody, but yes, no, yeah. At least in order to somehow my class, I will give you audience. But about that's nobody, I will ignore you. This time around,
you know that in Canada, Germany.
I'm telling you, I don't have your time.
That boy, only check if you're going to be happy and not just there.
Somebody know who put out my PA now. I'm not when I know that's naturally that's not so much a big disgrace to me. How can I consent that low? So when we came, so I want to you look up to the standard that an answer to one or two things. Actually, go get you a response, but give my voice. I will just come out and give you audience. But I want to for that need to so irritating.
Okay, now you are some people in a wave. Hey man, agent at this struggle now. Mazinam the Kanu the founder and the spring leader of IPOB. And the more came or cook on IPOB. No under Mazinam the Kanu.
Exactly.
And the Mazin order, or they will find now. Emmanuel will be order my opinion.
Yes.
Over put opinion now, you can say, okay, let us Kaitulanya. Man, only a order, which means of opinion. Order must be carried out. Carried out.
Whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, that movement I only do on somebody and all there. When I bank at a name, you don't do. When I a lot of things name, you don't do, and don't do no name. Man, no more also to yellow. Get in charge of all no you do here. Onya ha correct any other mistake. And that person and all there now watching onion under him. And then maybe he who man can do say and now bank it. If put an that person attack in exonerate because, for example, Chinasa Nwasatan now at too many coordinators. And the memo end the way to those coordinators, Abuha Afia KG and Obula Yedia. Now Afia where Chinasa Edozieha and the memo put out with IPOB memo. For such thing to happen, it means that Nachike Edozieha may go ahead of it. You go ahead for it. So if put now is not attacking the person, whether not one Nachike Edozieha now or the gentle, because no people put out your cook, buy rianya, na pepanya, na fiakuloku. It means that you are not yet ready to tell me the truth, because the person may have the first question when you open the intelligence you are giving, who is in charge, on whose authority can you do any? Although na Chike Edozieha authorize it, then what is the action of Chike Edozieha to stop the person?
Whether I speak.
Dai Jack, da bravo, vai! Non puoi andare, Jack! Stupido cane.
Red Bull ti mette le ali.
Mazi Edozieha is not answerable to me. About that, not on all watch, all these Omoka words, they will destroy what Mazi Nnamdi left for him to take care of. It's none of my business. I must not speak on everything. When some things I will dabble into, when some things I will not speak on. So that is it.
In other words, you don't know. In other words, you don't need to talk about other people because it's none of your business. Also,
let me know. The person attacked me personally.
Okay, excuse me. I'm an obula from doing what I know. To protect IPOB or so attack attack or attack IPOB attack.
To protect IPOB, you're not going to attack that person. You're not going to IPOB attack that person.
So a member of IPOB, that is why into a drug that is is Chike Edozieha attacking IPOB by supporting those that is destroying it, like Ikekoda. So his actions. Okay, now can not do support here. Now on your team as a coordinator.
According to Tuesday, which I'm not sure. I'm not all of a sudden deep in surface. I'm not from anywhere. I don't just know you. I'm not almost no, let's be real.
Hey, network in this record again. I want to get out or below the
See, I must be real with you. Let me just be real. You know, Dim Abini just surfaced all of a sudden. I don't know him. I've not seen him. I've not met him anywhere. So I don't know how he came up on this IPOB.
Okay. Okay. Now, to resolve every issue. Now, all the activities of Dim Abini by using with the Chibuzegwa to destroy IPOB media, which you have cried over it. Darlington have cried over it. I have cried over it. What is the person you are talking now? What did he do to save the media of IPOB?
Number one, Mazi Edozieha is not in charge of media. The person who is in charge of media was handle that one.
Excuse, Obuna the person now handle your Chike Edozieha.
Obuna handle me, then he will go and report to Mazi Edozieha. The Mazi Edozieha can now come in.
So, so in other words, Chike Edozieha is just the head of the Directorate of State for nothing because he don't monitor the activities of the organization.
Not
according to you,
it is their duty. Like I told you, when their office is bigger than them, like Mazi Nnamdi said, when that is bigger than Mazi Edozieha, he will now refer it to Mazi Nnamdi.
So this issue of media now, you look to Chike Edozieha, right?
When he couldn't handle Dim Abini, then he can now go and report Dim Abini to Mazi Edozieha. The Mazi Edozieha will not take action.
And
that is it. So,
first of all,
it is obvious that the person in charge of media did not report Dim Abini's atrocities to Mazi Edozieha. So they're just gambling it together.
Okay. Now all these activities now, Chike Edozieha are aware of it.
I don't think because people that not aware of it. At least
okay. What the issue of Chinasa Nwasatan, particularly aware of it?
I don't know. Like I told you.
And that is where I am coming. Now I put it to you that now, as a leader in a lead organization, all need to be aware of the organization to the extent that one of the tap root of the organization was damaged and they are aware. I put it to you that now that person could resign. Because he must.
Some things are not meant for me to talk.
That's why I'm not legit deep in a question now, because I'm a medical.
But at least,
Some things I'm not. All they can work about here. All they can work about here. I'm going to be time on. So Manama can I if I can not church. Mana Nadiwa. You're not saying the truth. Don't allow me to go for. Don't even say that, please. Because Apollo my pain of violence. So you may go to them. This is help me block that vagabond, please. Everything you present, check the what did you do to Simon? How you at least it's a plus to you now that Nachalu will respond to you. Because Nachalu can never respond to you people. I beg Martin, please let me go. I have a lot of things to do this night, you know. So because you please, some things are not meant for me to talk about. That Okun when they wave, but all the Macari can't do it because I'm get people. And with a lot of people in the wave. Like Lion Man, that's not the Mazin and the can expel. Don't forget, we are still waiting for Lion Man actually know your Mazin and the can expel. Also, Ipob leadership should do it. Okay, man, no coordinator. Okay, man, no principal officer. Go Brazil. Yes, he's a principal officer. No, Johnny Agwam. No, Johnny Agwam. Okay. So now, about Ipob were leadership currently. All the leadership now, Hawa, Expell now. Ebaki Mama Chike Edozieha so them when they meditate. So all na Chike Edozieha now all na Chike Edozieha will part and parcel of this groups. None of DOS. Let him or not do a mapotan ban. They are their memo making more powerful. Or one call in. Is Onya is what a criminal. You need his emotion. Akalugo, you try what the Kushi Kabala wine. He wave in a way we can Nigerian economy. I'm going to happy. This thing, let me not call him Massey. This Lion Man who today. Do you think that man just decided to say that, or someone sent him? Okay, now he got a video. I think last 3 months or last 4 months. Title they want to do Mazin and they can what they did to Wazwike. So to answer your question, he has Lion Man there, or they here under his own capacity. Exactly. Lion Man based on the meeting Chike Edozieha Chinasa Nwasatan and Abanyum with the code with the Bonfu. Negamonte. Listen. And I'm a halfway. Neganti, each one is you Galonia Nishi, or if you for Fluonia Nishi. Negamonti, Dimpabini cannot do anything without the authority, the authorization of Chike Edozieha. Chinasa look. Good. The act. Okay. Now, okay. I break it down. Now, get put to that or leadership. The action leadership will take against it to prevent such things. I draw a question, husband. We do the echo can catch not here. Did you go? Medicated wife. Now, according to now, according to number the dwarf in Italy, in concord to you with Alpha DOS. It's near call to the Chike Edozieha, or not Chike Edozieha. See now they are aware of it. Now the question I don't give Chike Edozieha to stop such thing not to happen again. In the other place, Chike Edozieha would be aware of it. Manoma Hokogi Hana they aware, or just deny ya. All of the aware, Chike Edozieha aware. Namadu Jafia we made that thing. All you punish the person. He had a with impersonation. Impersonation is a crime, both in Europe in anywhere. Impersonating person is a crime with a huge punishment. So all on a Chike Edozieha the law is aware of that thing. Mbaha confront there. You can never adloma aware or penalize that dimpabini. Manatote that na hanchani nemeria or deny ya then the issue lie dan. That is the reason. The same dimpabini a jilupa DOS they name against me. Yeah, my coordinator say na DOS has suspend me because most of you now Nasina Mazachebe was suspended. That member hop on my coordinator saying that DOS suspend me. I contacted Azayoba because his own stand. It were the name of now the idiot and Azayoba. As of then, apart from the idiot Azayoba, and when the come at the Bonfu can let Yana see you, but apart from it. Then when Azayoba, you see, and no suspend him, or drum on yes, or Kepani Yemme. Instead of Nampalegi, or Simonia de Demon, Sano GOS, or Sim Kedoya Guamo de Tin, Sano, my coordinator, or Simonia at my coordinator, no, Sano Dimpadini, the dwarf in Italy. Then was Madishi and the Kunsia, or Simonia didn't padina cocket and Mayuku Yanku, and Share, Utinia the idiot Nako, the idiot Abata, or Joanama, my ear than I'm seeing a GOS suspending Kekos women. The Dimpadine Mepono Shaza Yobana Nache. Nam me broadcasting weapon so now we no DOS she suspend them ke ka ige ji weche iwe na DOS ni chelu so culture that thing as I say na they aware of it so now such thing had the hop now the question now can the action have taken again there is no action. I reported this thing to deputy deputy HOD which is Tony Zulumike Anthony Shina Hadela. Then the question now is okay, what was the action you took and what action had taken now Italian national coordinator Mazi Romanus Uguru, who is a lawyer to Mazi Namdekanu. Get the reason how you suspend there. Has now the guy signed his signature check, we submit a letter to Italian government for Mazi Namdekanu release. Now the guy forged his signature check, we submit a letter to Italian parliament requesting for them to intervene for Mazi Namdekanu release. That is why I had to expel the guy for impersonation. Mana Dimpabini have impersonated Chike Doziem and the entire members of the US more than 4 times. He was not suspended. Now, what are you now? Do you now understand that Chike Doziem is part and parcel of what they are doing? Obu Nijilo the memo, it will suspend Romanus Uguru. Get the memo. Obu Nijilo contact him na WhatsApp. Contact him na WhatsApp. Can move forward all the on my phone. They said it here that the reason he was suspended is because he forged signature of Chike Doziem. Why Kekoda and make more than 4 times and he was not suspended, no expert. But somebody melody such thing. Let us assume self na Romanus Uguru for the signature Chike Doziem for Mazi Namdekanu release. Is that not a good move? Does that warrant suspension? So Mpotana broadcast because of Nimelo brain Hasigunu get anything Mpotana my broadcast wagi. All no melota oge mechi. Ema the reason. Mba hana ba den kata go intel. Most of their meeting na no dia mana hamalo. That is why we look at another map na phone say agini na plan. Mana me broadcast nkonye exactly ye hana chime. Mbe actually me map for attack. MM broadcast makiana. I me tell this guy black franchise that bomb chowa kan omalu kan nju enwete such information. Mbuyari anya ozugbo. Muki ya dagwa onenjaga. The motive and the year there. Mbuyo ozugbo muki APK ya Canada ya walitan. Intel na authentic. And how am my capacity? That is why I had to everything. It will pay TM Nambo Namamalo Yanaga on. That is why that check here in Nemku. Mbangwalunu. Nah, they want to replace Maz and they can that check here post I think day before yesterday. Ghana my platform, don't worry, let me read it out for you people. I posted it. That was yesterday or day before yesterday. They come lion man on Apple and we post when Unumanuna Malaka is this movement.
All right.
Now, Jack, that was a day ago. The only achievement of the so-called US members since the kidnapping of Mazi Namdekanu are number 1, causing division in IPOB. On IPOB, they lost scattered now. That is number 1. Number 2, destabilizing the movement. On Kebashi, these are the achievement of the US. Number 3, attacking and accusing all Mazi Namdekanu team of lawyers.
Anyway, I think we have listened enough. I want to appreciate the truth that this our brother spoke here, Mazi Achebe Paul. Thank you for speaking the truth here and for being different from others to show you that Biafra, if you have the interest of Biafra, you are not going to hate your brother for no just reason. And you're not going to have a perpetual hatred on someone who didn't do you anything. At least people have admitted that Simon Ekpa didn't do him anything. And anybody celebrating the verdict that Simon Ekpa is going to jail, that the person is an idiot. Because that person is also indirectly wishing Mazi Namdekanu the same fate. But anyway, the table is turning and it will turn very, very quickly. And the enemies of Biafra will be put to shame. Believe me, the enemies of Biafra will be put to shame. All the noisemakers, they will all know that getting freedom is not by chore. You must show working. For us to get freedom, you must show working. It's not church, it's not gossip, it's not saga. Working, action. That's what we need. And going forward, you are all aware that the only government that are very responsible this period for the freedom of God's people is Briggy under our Prime Minister. And the CRC, BGC is in charge. Take it or leave it. If you take it, it is well with you. If you leave it, you have yourself to blame. So thank you very much for watching. Those that didn't watch it, please share for them. Let them come and hear how these criminals are hell-bent on destroying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How they are hell-bent on making sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's desire on Biafra doesn't come to pass. But it will be to their own shame and their own detriment. Believe me, Biafra must be restored. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the head, and our Prime Minister will finish it on his behalf. That is why he said it here. Whether you like it or not, it is going to happen. It must happen because it is written. Confirm. He said, I will help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to restore Biafra. Listen to him.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime. For the month of November, woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. When we land on you, we will destroy everything you have except you are genuinely fighting for Biafra. Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. Woto woto to those who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto woto to those who have joined their hand afterthought to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again.
Never.
You will never, ever, ever rise again.
Never.
You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed.
All right. Kachifonu, Onyabuna, Egajierono. I think let me play this song. Let me play this song. I love this song. Let me play it. Let me play this song by where is that song? Oh my God. Let me put that song on there. Let me see. Maybe it's on this one. No, it's not here. this song by Jennifer Leog. Okay, Jennifer, yeah.
You are the one who can, the one who will. You will heal the land. You are the one who said we should hold our peace. This one too will pass. You've got the whole world in your hand. Did you wanna back? You've got the whole wide world in your hand. Yes, we see the man, we must see so we can. I got you,
Yeah.
I send me the man, we must see so we can. I'm
I'm
a
to praise you.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Aren't
Put
you wanna?
you back, yeah.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
Baby, baby,
Amara Chukwebuka,
yes,
mercy
Lord.
Lord, heal
You
the
know,
land, heal the land. Amen, amen. You are the one who can, the one who will. You will heal the land. You are the one who said we should hold our peace. This one too will pass. You've got the whole world in your hand. Did you wanna back at it? You've got the whole wide world in your hand. Yes, we see the man, we must see so we can. I got you, Julia. I send me the man, we must see so we can. I'm a rat to go. He's got the whole world in his hands. Aren't you wanna back? He's got the whole world in his hands. Never I'm a rat to go. Mercy, Lord, heal the land, heal the land. Amen, amen. You are the one who can, the one who will. You will heal the land. You are the one who said we should hold our peace. This one too will pass. You've got the whole world in your hand. Did you wanna back at it? You've got the whole wide world in your hand. Yes, we see the man, we must see so we can. I got you, Julia. I send me the man, we must see so we can. I'm a rat to go. He's got the whole world in his hands. Aren't you wanna back? He's got the whole world in his hands. Never I'm a rat to
yes,
mercy,
Lord.
Lord.
You know, you know. All right. Somebody say you want to ask me a question. All right, go ahead. What's your question? How are you going to ask? Are you going to call me or you're going to write it? Oluchi Akachuk, what's the question? What is the question? Oluchi, what's your question? What is your question? What's your question, Oluchi? I heard somebody, somebody who is doing broadcast. So the person is just saying that he would have loved our PM to go to prison. Somebody who claimed to love PM, that if he's the one who would have loved PM to go to prison. Hey, Chineke Merende Mane, very honestly. Anyway, I know that our PM he has been in prison for how many months now? Going to 10 months. He's not scared of prison, but it's not the best place for him to be. Please, I'm waiting for you. The reason why I have not ended this program, Waluchi. What's the question? Anyway, you're not forthcoming. Maybe ask the question first thing tomorrow morning when I come live, okay? Ask the question first thing tomorrow morning when I come live. When we are live, we're going to go. It's almost 12 midnight now. Of course, it's a okay, as for your usual day frozen. It's a Mazi. Now that our PM is not coming out anytime soon, who told you that our PM is not coming out anytime soon? Who told you that? We just told you, we have told you that we are appealing the decision. And then does that make you believe that our PM is not coming out soon? You must be a woman of little faith. Now that we know that our PM is not coming out anytime soon, is it possible for CROC to settle their difference between them and Ogenkere, because our unity is the only way forward now? Now, the CROC is not quarreling with Ogenkere. Ogenkere is the one that ran out, and he is now running his show. What do you expect CROC to do? To go and start begging Ogenkere? Do you beg a criminal to come back home? You don't beg a criminal to come back home. It is the criminal that will repent and return back home. Ogenkere was part of those that also told Biafrans that the PM said they should fall back. Now, from fall back now, he has broken away. So, he's the one that will return home. Okay? So, he returns home, fine and good. But nobody should think about Ogenkere as any leadership in Biafra anymore. He returns home and is following the movement the way every other Biafran is following, in the interest of Biafra. Okay? In the interest of Biafra, if he wants the house to be calm, then he comes back home. So nobody is driving Ogenkere, and the CROC is not driving anybody. Did you see the long rope that was given to them? Don't sound like somebody that will be ready to compromise because you want peace. Forced peace is not a lasting peace. A forced peace is not a lasting peace. A peace that will last is a peace that happens naturally. And that's the only peace that will last. So nobody begs for it. It happens when people want it. And as it is right now, the house is intact. Nobody is quarreling with anybody. So anybody that listens to the PM will understand that the PM said we should not be fighting ourselves. We should come back in and then be together and learn how to govern ourselves until he shows up. So I don't know if you are satisfied with that. So Isaiah Nyogo Ogenkere, he doesn't have issues like that. The only thing he needs to do is to come down from his high horse. The office of the APM does not exist anymore. There are no two big brigade. There's only one brigade. And the leader of this brigade is our prime minister. He is not prime minister. And the prime minister has given the authority to CRC. So CRC will not condescend down and now bow to Isaiah Nyogo. It is Isaiah Nyogo that will condescend and respect the authority. They will. So if that is clear, fine, because there's no other two ways. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we don't keep cancer. We cut it off. We cut it off. We cut it off, and if you are healed, and then all you need to do is to come back in. They will. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you too. Uzochukwu Eze. God bless you. Ben Wansi, God bless you. Good night, everyone.